You say, person say, I get HIV, allegedly. My people, I am not HIV. It's a pure lie. You dey hear me? Pure lie.
So guys, welcome back to another educational video which is allowed under copyright for the purposes of fair use. This is once again another educational video. I decided to start with the statement by UK just so we can debunk this thing from the outset, so there will not be any issues, because as I've said time and time again, we have people on this street that lack critical thinking. They are just vessels to receive information and then to run with that information. So UK said that she doesn't have HIV. Even if she had HIV, people with HIV are still human beings, but she says she doesn't have it. So this is another educational video just to dissect and to learn from what happens when things go badly wrong in the family, so that it will not happen to our own families. Free speech, it gives me the right to hold an opinion. This one, definitely we need comments. Let's dissect what was said in the past few days about somebody's health status and whether we think it's ever justified to do such a thing. Now, we all know about this family and the history of their complete stupidity when it comes to bringing out their issues onto the street. We have heard everything from starting with your children come from two separate fathers, and that was from Editorial. Then UK comes out to say that Editorial's children have got sickle cell. And then since then, it's been ramped up on UK from Editorial, her husband and her sisters. They've said things such as witch, womb eater, infertile. They've said that somebody's bolo is small. They've married shamed somebody. They've spoken about special needs kids. And the latest one now is HIV. They seem to have this history of escalating everything to do with reproduction, people's wombs, people's pricks, it's just absolutely ridiculous. And I have to ask myself, what kind of family is this that feel that this is completely normal? And it's definitely that it's completely normal to bring it onto the streets of YouTube. We all know that families fight. I have a very large extended family. Yes, we have traded insults, never to this level. We would never mock somebody's inability to have a child. We would never mock somebody's issues of having special need children, that they're not married, that their husband's prick is small. It's just absolutely ridiculous. So why are this family doing this? This is just my opinion, but I don't know why. I just get this sense that marriage, the marriage issue between UK and Daddy Richie, I just get the sense that there was interference from this group of people, from the way they've come onto the street. And it's clear that they have contacted him. They know what's happening with the in-laws. They know so much information. Editorial coming out to accuse a man of having a small bola. That's the highest insult you can give to a man. I just get the sense that they play their part in that marriage going south. It's just my opinion, guys, but the way things have become so dirty and messy, where people just do not know their boundaries and they are contacting husbands and exes and everything else, I just have a feeling that they played a big role in what happened in that marriage. So this video is really about that comment that Editorial made, that shocking comment she made on her live stream a few days ago, where she believes that she's revealing her cousin's status. Now remember, UK has come out to say she doesn't have that HIV status, but it's just the fact that Editorial feels that it's okay and normal to come out with that.
Okay, are you scared of your sister? Because your sister knows your health status, that's according to her. Because Peace Ekane, which is your sister, told me that you are HIV positive.
Even just the way do you think that this is a joke, Editorial? Maybe because when I started doing your history, thinking, oh, Editorial, actually, she's smart. She's a hustler. She tried to get herself through school. It didn't work. But she's smart. As you keep saying, I'm smart.
Sitting down with my little brain. Isn't little? It is not little. If you know what's inside his brain, you won't even say it's little.
But why? What makes you think that this is a very smart thing to do? I don't get it. I know that UK called your children sickle cell, But what makes you think coming out like this to say this as well is something that's making you look, you're meant to be the CEO boss lady of a hotel.
That you have HIV. Is that why you're scared of your sister?
And the other thing that, because remember, this is just about opinions. Me, I like to analyze. I'm very into body language. I'm very into why do people drop certain bits of information when they do. So the other thing that was very interesting for me is that they were insisting that she got this HIV at the time of the birth of Editorial's second child.
Right? She told me herself, and I was surprised. And I said, when? And she said, oh, that time you gave birth to your second son. And I said, oh, was that the reason why you were like this? And you're taking medicine to be eating and eating? And I'm like,
Now, first of all, Editorial's second child was born, as you can see here, in 2021. UK doesn't look thin, although you're now saying that, yes, she was taking medication, that's why she got fat. She just looks like a healthy woman. You're fat, Editorial, at this point. Of course, it's because of pregnancy. So to equate the two is ridiculous. But I'm just wondering to myself, 2021 is when they're saying that you are claiming that UK now contracted HIV. And this is around the time, if you go and watch this previous video that I did, where Peace has come out with these type of things before. Like, it's like she's under she has a mission to try and brush her sister with anything. Like, I didn't think she could go any worse than when she started trying to say that her sister was trying to pie her daughter. I thought that was bad enough. So now that that's been debunked in this video, she's now coming with the fact that UK now has HIV, and it was around the birth of Editorial's second daughter. Now remember, 2021, when Editorial gave birth, was also the year that Peace fell out with the brother and the sister over catfish. And so she fell out. So I'm just wondering, Peace seems to be making some kind of case around this 2021. She's now trying to bring Editorial's daughter into it. I this is just my opinion, guys, because I have the right to an opinion and criticism and commentary. That, I'm just thinking that at some point, are they going to come out and say that if there's anything wrong with Editorial's second child, that it was caused by UK? I mean, you woman, you need to just stop, because I think there's something wrong. And remember, you can't just say according to, because Editorial, remember, is already in a defamation lawsuit. She seems to think that if she says allegedly according to, that protects her.
That's what she told me. I didn't know. I wish I knew that according to Peace, that you have HIV, you are HIV positive. Please, this is an information that I got from Peace, that she's HIV positive. Right? She told me herself.
I said yesterday in my video about Editorial's other defamation trial against the doctor, that repeating defamatory content, even if you're saying you got it from someone else, such as Facebook, or in this case, you're saying it's Peace, it still makes you liable. Because each time you repeat it, it is a separate publication and it can lead to legal action. You cannot just say allegedly. It does not shield you. It does not make that false statement true just because you said you got it from someone else. So that doesn't protect you, Editorial. And another claim of defamation against you can actually go against you when it comes to the 4 Orange Woman trial that you are currently in. Because the lawyers can actually say, you know what, this woman, she actually has a history of defamation, and they can bring this video you've come out with again today, just a few days ago, to say, look, she has a tendency to defame. She's now defamed her own sister or her own cousin. If she can do it to her own cousin, then best believe that she's now done it. She can do it to a doctor. So that, that can actually be used in evidence against you. And the other thing is, apart from, potential defamation, you may have broken the law. Now, in case you don't know, there is a law called the HIV and AIDS Anti-Discrimination Act of 2014, which means you cannot disclose somebody's status if they're living with HIV or AIDS, because you will get a penalty of at least 500,000 naira and even imprisonment of 2 years. Now, you may say, well, it doesn't really matter because UK says she doesn't have HIV anyway.
There is nothing like HIV. Don't mind them.
The only problem with that is that even though UK does not have HIV, you still violate the Discrimination Act of 2014. Why is that? Because it prevents discrimination based not just on whether they actually have HIV, but if you are assuming or perceiving that they have HIV. So even though she doesn't have it, falsely claiming she has it still counts as that discrimination. The law says you cannot disclose someone's HIV status, whether you think they have it or they actually have it, without their consent. So spreading those false claims about her is unlawful disclosure of sensitive information. So you're not protected from that point of view. And the other thing which is so concerning is because you are spreading the defamation, you are spreading it. You know, I said to you yesterday that, you know, if you come out and you say, yes, somebody has this on Facebook, I heard this, or I heard this from Peace, but then you now said, oh, it's unverified, there's no proof that she actually has this, then you will be covered. But you haven't said that. You've just said, oh, she's got this she has HIV, and then you've gone straight in to tell her customers to go and check themselves, which means you believe it. And the fact that you believe it means that you are now spreading that defamation. So when, you know, and we can tell you are intentionally spreading that defamation because you did a post yesterday, a completely unrelated post about Lizzie, and maybe Lizzie is going to come back. You had about 50 comments on that post. Nobody spoke about HIV on that post. Somebody now mentioned about you building that house for your mother, and they mentioned UK, not indirectly. Now, you could have just stuck with, yes, don't mind her, let her go and build a house for her own mum. But you now brought it back to HIV again. She's useless. The HIV that Peace told me, she's making her think from her anus, which means you are trying to spread, you are trying to indoctrinate your over 90,000 followers to spread this information. You didn't respond to any other comments, because none of the comments were talking about UK. You went straight for the one which was talking about UK and used it as an opportunity to now spread the rumor about HIV. That's intentional defamation. You mentioned that false HIV claim again in response to an unrelated comment, because it shows that you want to keep the rumor going. You were not provoked to bring up that HIV in that comment. And that once again proves that you want to damage her reputation. So it proves also that, you know, that comment, when you initially made it on your live stream, it wasn't said in anger. When UK came out to say sickle cell, it was in retaliation to a comment she thought that you had made about her children not lasting the end of the year. And she came out in anger, but then she quickly came out and retracted the comment, especially when she got backlash. You, on the other hand, came out really calmly. It wasn't that HIV comment was not made in retaliation that UK came and did this, and she goes, oh yes, but you then have whatever. You came out calmly. You didn't even start your video with that HIV comment, and then you are continuing to spread it. So it's proving that it's intentional. It's not an emotional reaction that you have. And this makes it more legally dangerous than if you had made that comment in anger. And the danger of what you're doing, you can see it on your channels, on your supporting channels, because they are now coming out and spreading that false rumor. You can see this channel here that said UK is HIV positive ! Even though she said allegedly, I've already told you before that saying allegedly doesn't mean anything, because it doesn't cover the fact that you're repeating that rumor and you're not saying it's unverified. UK is HIV positive. I think the YouTube channel realized that what she had done was actually defamation. So she then came out and changed the exclamation mark to a question mark. But the fact still remains, you, Editorial, you are encouraging people to spread this information about your cousin, which is illegal and it's defamatory. You know, remember, as I said to you before, there is responsibility in repetition. Each repetition is a separate publication and can lead to individual legal action. allegedly does not shield you. The fact is, did Peace actually tell you this? I mean, we have worked out on this street that there's something seriously wrong with Peace. You know, the level of, I mean, people have criticized UK in the past. Even I've criticized UK in the past about, you know, the way it seems like she has a personal issue with you, Editorial, but she's never gone this low, apart from the sickle cell comment, which I will get to. But Peace is coming out of nowhere. Even when she's attacking UK keeps saying, I don't want to talk about Peace. I don't want to address Peace. She doesn't understand what's going on. Peace will come out continuously with one thing after another. She went to Babalao. She tried to pie my daughter. So now, did Peace actually make this statement about her UK being HIV positive? Because it's astonishing.
You want me to tell them why you are fat? Do you want me to open up and tell them why you are fat? Because right now it's looking like I'm trying my possible best to stay quiet. I'm trying my possible best to not to expose just too much.
Now, Peace made these comments in this live stream on the 25th of January of this year. So it's clear, it kind of links in with what Editorial is saying about Peace told me this. Now I understand why you're fat. Peace, why would you do such a thing?
Nobody in our family is fat. And she knows why she's fat. She knows the medical condition that is making her take drugs that is making her fat.
So it's very clear that Peace and Editorial have had a conversation. It is very clear that this conversation definitely came from Peace to Editorial. Why are you women so... I don't even want to use the word evil, because I don't even know what word to even use for the two of you, that you think that this is okay. But UK's mother knows what she's dealing with. Now, this was taken many years ago when she was talking to Editorial in the car when she picked her up from the airport, explaining how children, they will be blessed. They want them to be better than their parents. But then she made this statement at the end, which is very telling, which I'm thinking, was she talking about peace?
If any child does not grow better than the parents, there is no progress. And so that is my prayer for all of you. Anyone that has a clear heart, except for the few ones that start, instead of them to rejoice for the little that they see, they want to do evil. Then they want to do evil. Then judgment will start. Then righteousness will start the fight against the evil and defeat evil.
Yes, definitely.
That's just that.
So it's clear there's been a long-standing issue in this family. Peace would have more credibility if she could at least speak to her parents. According to what we've heard, I sound like Editorial now, Peace has not spoken to her father for 14 years. There's no evidence that she actually has anything to do with her mother at all. So I'm just wondering, Peace, what is going on? If there's some issue, please go and sort it out offline. Because coming to make, I just wonder whether you and Editorial are so naive and inexperienced that you do not realize the implications of what you are doing when you're coming out with these statements. She tried to pie my child. Now she's HIV positive. It was around the time you gave birth to your second child. Because I just have the sense, and this is my opinion, guys, that it's only a matter of time before Editorial comes out to say that UK did something to her second child. It's just a matter of time.
So it is well with you.
Amen.
And the thing is, we can debunk a lot of myths here, because you're saying that, oh yes, somebody fat is because of HIV. Now, Peace has said that she said that her sister is fat because she's taking medications, and those medications are for HIV, and that's why she's fat. Does it mean that everybody that's fat has HIV? Does that mean, Editorial, that you also have HIV? So your mum is calling you fat, Editorial. Does it mean you have HIV? Do you see how ridiculous that statement sounds? The other ridiculous statement is you saying HIV is in fish. That's also so ridiculous. We know that you want to do it to ruin your sister's business. And once again, that comes back into the HIV discrimination law, not to talk about defamation, that you are trying to ruin somebody's reputation and their business.
I would not have introduced my fans to buying your fish. Please, if you have ever bought UK's fish, go and do test to be sure that you have not contacted, because places in doing the fish is always very dirty and all of that.
So you come in to say, I mean, I joined these people outside your hotel laughing at you. HIV dead official is complete stupidity. Editorial. HIV, do you not know how HIV is transmitted? HIV is transmitted only through blood. And besides which, cooking of the fish, dried fish especially, will kill any viruses such as HIV. So it's just a load of nonsense. You are doing this because you want to damage your cousin's fish business and cause financial loss. And it ties back to that 2021 when Peace felt that, you know, her hopes of that fish business went because she didn't follow advice. And so from that 2021, she's been harboring resentment. You're encouraging customers to get tested. You're making it seem like buying fish from UK is going to put people at risk, which is, number one, is wrong, but also it's discrimination because you're telling people to avoid UK. It's similar to what you said to the doctor yesterday, which is, I heard he gave somebody an injection and the person pied. So if you see this person, don't go to this doctor. Editorial, why will you never learn? Yeah, defamation and business damage is real. Yeah, if she now comes out to say that you've harmed her reputation and her income, that she no longer is getting orders from people or whatever, she has the right to go and sue you. Why do you never learn?
There was HIV and I was cooking for her and she was eating, and she would come to my house and pack fish, pack crayfish, pack egusi, and she would eat with me. Make them go sleep. They don't get waiting to talk.
We saw the videos upon videos of you eating fish on UK's channel. You come out to claim that, you know, if it wasn't for you, UK wouldn't have that fish business, that you promoted that business. Listen, I have been through quite a lot of your channel. I think there's only been once or twice that I've actually seen you sit down and promote your cousin's fish business. Once or twice. What I've seen you do more is to do mukbang with that fish. You sit down, you eat the fish, you go and pack fish home. That's what I've seen on that channel. The person, if any, who promoted that fish on more than 10 occasions, and actually she was the one that actually introduced me to UK. You keep saying you came onto this channel and you introduced your cousin to us. I know about UK family from your mother, G Gift. I know about her. I saw her going to UK's house, going to help her prepare that fish, going to help her prepare snails. I saw her promoting that business time and time and time again, you know, promoting it, putting UK's number on the screen. You know, these are some of the videos, like more than 10 videos, promoting UK's business. I didn't see you do that for your cousin, Editorial, other than once. So for you to keep coming out to claim that, yes, it's because of me, she has that fish business, I promoted her to my subscribers, it's not true. It was G Gift that did most of the promoting.
Work with it, and the fish can stay for as long as I can keep it. So also is you. So the one that you will be placing your order, that is how she will do it. So let me show you the fishes. Man, the fish is very sweet. You can use it to drink garri. You can as well use it to eat with Editaiwa. I've only introduced them to my subscribers who to they buy fish. Oh God, oh. God forgive me, oh. And again, I thought that I did not know.
And even the way that you're talking now, we can see that you believe that you're just doing a simple skit, like those skits you've been trying to bring up on your channel. You think it's just I don't know. I don't know say if I do this one, oh. But you know, you are not seeming to appreciate, or maybe you do, because if you do, I have to use that word evil, that what you are doing is destroying your sister's reputation, not just her ability to have future partners or marriages, but even her business.
I do not know. So God will not punish me for what I don't know. Right? Because me, I was here promoting your fish, promoting your channel, promoting you so that you would thinking say you could sabi create content, make make money. Do you understand? The job. Not knowing say na me we carry you come the streets, now you go come be your content. It you too much. You are someone's celebrity.
So you see the way that Editorial is speaking, she thinks that this is just like catching cruise. I don't think I said before that I thought that Editorial was smart, but now I'm beginning to change my mind because I don't see how you can come up with such a serious message. And then you're there now thinking that, oh, it's just you and your sister going back and forth with banter. No, what you have done is serious. Now, people are going to come out and say that this insult is just in response to sickle cell, that UK called your children sickle cell. So you have the right to now come out with this HIV. Yes, there may be some validity in that. I was one of the ones who also came out and said, no, that sickle cell comment was uncalled for. And UK got rightly backlash from that, to the point she had to come out and film an apology video. And not only film an apology video, but retract her statement within a week. But you didn't do that. You haven't done that. It has not been a week yet. I'm hoping by the end of the week that you will do that, because what you are doing at Editorial, I'm sorry, you have one defamation lawsuit already. Don't get another. So, you had to come out and debunk that sickle cell statement. Yeah. But even the way that you even tried to debunk it, YouTube had to remove your video. Yeah, you put out this video about stop the sympathy, my children are not sickle cell, and here is the proof of it. And you showed your children, you showed them getting that test, and you showed the results. And YouTube was not happy about it, to the point that they had to remove your video. They removed it, saying that you were violating YouTube's policy on harassment and bullying. And more than likely, it's because you were exploiting your children, exploiting their medical records, and putting sensitive information out into the public. Now, people may say, as I said before, that, oh yes, well, UK did sickle cell, and you have now done HIV, so they're now even. No. Your comment about HIV is more defamatory than anything to do with sickle cell. Let me tell you why. Number one, UK made that comment, and I told you before, in the heat of the moment, during an argument, somebody said your children will not last to the end of the year. She retaliated, thinking it was you. That was not correct. It was wrong. But she retaliated. But then she immediately retracted that statement within a week and admitted she was wrong. It reduced the impact. And you also came out to say that your children do not have sickle cell. It was reduced. The other thing is that there is no law that says you cannot falsely claim someone has sickle cell. Unfortunately, I think that there should be a law, because I don't think you should be able to disclose anybody's medical records, but there is no law. You, on the other hand, you made that HIV claim unprovoked, other than somebody saying that, yes, I said you invited her abusive ex, to a wedding, and I gave you reasons why I said that. Because of that, you feel that justifies you coming out to claim that she has HIV? And then not only that, you are repeating it in your comments unprovoked, saying, yes, that's why she has HIV. There's a high risk of defamation because of what you're doing, because you, not only is the accusation false and harmful, but you are spreading it. You are causing other people to spread it. It can cause severe isolation and stigma and discrimination, and damage her business reputation, not to talk about her personal life. Yeah, she says she wants to get married again. She wants to have more children. You've now put this statement out there, Editorial. You know full well what you're doing. So at the end of the day, as far as I'm concerned, your statement is more defamatory. And if it was me, I'm sorry, but we are going to court. We are going to court. No, so the main crux of everything is that she doesn't have HIV. If I was you, I don't know why your fans can't advise you. Come out and just make that apology and take the video down. Take it down where you're saying she's got HIV. You just saying accordingly means nothing. You haven't said, oh, it's unverified, we don't know if it's true or not. You've come out and you are insinuating that, she got HIV around the time of your child. Take the video down, Editorial.
There is no HIV anywhere. If not, that one be the pinch now.
And can we all on this street please stop using human beings' health status to mock others? We've seen it time and time again. It's so despicable and inhumane. It's like people are animals. People that have HIV, psychiatric patients, special needs patients, whether they're older mothers, don't use it to mock other people that, oh, that's why you're a sickler. That's why I better go and take a medication. Jabba left. Stop that rubbish. These are human beings. These are human beings. Don't use people's health status to mock other people like they're less than. Can we stop it, please?
It's not when somebody don't reach the 50 years before he come marry. Go come born one pikin, wey come be carry hair like this. You know, come to train your children.
This is why the Nigerian YouTube space is just going backwards, regressive, just unintelligent, because we allow this kind of whatever to occur on this street, on this platform, unchecked. And nobody will call it out, and they'll say it's normal. And then you have other countries that will come and look and say, oh, the Nigerians do not get sense, or not get sense. Stop it. So Editorial, as I said before, I would advise you go and take that video down. Take it down and come out to say, oh yes, there's no evidence she has HIV. I was told it, but it's unverified. There's no evidence. Take it down, because you may be in court again. You keep going on about God.
At the middle of the road, that was when I knelt down and tell God, I am not a mistake. I know I don't have people. I call unto God. Why all the rejection? Is it a crime for you to have put me into my mother's womb? Why am I suffering like this? But I will not pay lawyer. I have never paid a lawyer for anything, and I do not feel it necessary to, because God has always been my lawyer.
God is telling you, Editorial, my pikin, no vex. As you kneel down for road that time, you say you not get people. You say you not get mama, you not get papa, they not get. Now I can't feel sorry for you. I can't say, make I bless this child when they beg me, say not get anybody. I can't bless you with small sense. Say, okay, go YouTube, go make money for YouTube. That money when I give you, not be for hotel, not be for hotel. Now make you receive sense. Now I give you that money, because I know say this your mouth go always get you inside trouble. I say this pikin when come beg me, how can I help her? Let me give her money so that when she opens her mouth to be saying all this kind of nonsense, she get money for lawyer. Editorial, spend your money on a lawyer. If you're going to continue coming out like this with these unsubstantiated allegations, be prepared to be in court and use the money that God blessed you with for a lawyer. So guys, let me know in the comments down below, what do you think? Do you feel that more legal cases are going to be coming Editorial's way? Do you think that she has any justification for coming out like that to reveal her sister's HIV status, even though the HIV status is not real? Do you feel it is perfect retaliation because of that sickle cell comment? Do you think the two of them can actually be compared? What do we think about peace? Do you feel that peace is justified for going with Editorial and feeding her this information to say that UK has HIV? What do we think is going to happen to UK? Do you feel that UK should actually challenge, rather than just come out and say she doesn't have HIV? Should she take it further, given the fact that it can actually impact her going forward in terms of any future partnerships, any relationships, any marriage, her business? What do you think she should do? Let me know in the comments down below.